Hey y'all, it's your girl Maddy. I finally made it back to my show. It's been a rocky year. And not just for me, right? My guest here, Sonny.
Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. You coined it, I steal it.
Yes. It's true. It's true. That's the way it goes. That's the way the world works.
Okay, Kurt.
But anyway, thank you to the people in the room. Thank you for joining. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, hit that like button, drop me a comment. And for my guest here, Mr. Sunny Midnight, you can follow him across all platforms at Midnight EXP17. Everything is also in the description, so please make sure to do that. Okay.
Is this the 10th episode?
What happened?
I think this is the 10th episode.
The 5th episode?
10th.
What, of the year?
No, of me and you doing this.
It's possible. Hey, Death Bunny.
I need my like cupcake or something. My 10th episode cupcake.
Word. I have to do something because I've had you and Lou on my show probably the most. And yeah, I have to go back and count my live shows to see how many times you've been on and how many times he's been on. But yeah, 10 is definitely a milestone. So that's amazing. That's amazing. So what did you give AEW Dynamite in total out of a 10? What did you score it?
7.
A 7. Okay. I gave it a 6.5. So yeah. So the reason why I did that was because to me, there was a little too much talking. I know that they're gearing up for Revolution, and usually when you're going to go to Revolution, stuff like that happens, but it's just too much for me. Like, MJF doesn't need to talk every week.
You know what, though? It wasn't that, though, for me. For me, it was... The matches were cool. It was really the main event that sunk that shit. Like, it was a little clunky. It was slow. It was... first of all, you better talk to Neckbone Tone. I think that boy's the tribal chief. You must be stepping out of place, young man.
No.
Hey, yo, Neckbone Tone, get him. Anyway, you better tell him who the king of the jungle over here.
Y'all so funny. I gotta have y'all both on again together because that is hilarious.
Lord. My man beating his chest like he King Kong up in this motherfucker.
Lou's been so good. Lou stepped in last week for me too. He put LOL, big fucking facts. Oh, Lou, we love you here, Lou. We do.
All right, go keep on playing. Keep on playing.
I hear you about the main event. I hear you about the main event. And I'm gonna get into that too because it's annoying when the ladies get a main event and then it goes the way that it goes. At least for me, I don't understand why Ruby Soho is being pushed for a title. It seems she's not my cup of tea, and I don't know.
I don't think that she's necessarily pushed for a title. I think that because they got her in the storyline of which side is she choosing, because, you know, her coming from WWE, she didn't really do too much over there. Like, she had things that she did over there, but it wasn't nothing impactful. So it's like when you came over here and rebranded yourself, it was a little bit more impactful. So it's like, all right, which side do you go with? Because you were over here with them, but you kind of develop more of a name over here. So, you know, I can see where it is. I like Ruby. I think that I really wish that like Bryan Danielson would take her under the wing or something like that, because I think she's so stuck on that WWE style of wrestling
Yeah,
that she needs more reps on the indies or something where she can play around with it.
I agree, because she needs to clean it up. It's definitely not good.
That is a weird picture for you to put up with him saying why Sriracha spray paint. Tony says,
Isn't it
like that's
funny? Isn't that funny? I happen to have that fucking picture.
you mean Soraya? Soraya? That's Sriracha.
You know what's so funny? In my
Yo,
in my
Lou.
tag, we call her Sriracha here. So in my tag, it says Tony Storm and Sriracha.
Yo, why y'all disrespecting that girl like that?
So that wasn't on purpose.
Just something y'all want to put on burritos and shit.
I mean, it wasn't on purpose. A guest in my chat, Anika, I believe, was like calling her Sriracha, and I was like, yes, that's it. She's Sriracha from here on in. See, look, even Anna says Sriracha, and No Neck Bone Tone says Sriracha is no, he says Sriracha is mid. So yes, see, Courtney, Anika's fault. Yes, Anika's fault. She's not here right now.
I mean, I don't see. My thing is, I just think that she probably can't go as well as she used to due to everything that's happened. Right. But she's still a big personality. So, when she came back, I wasn't expecting her to put on 5-star matches. Like, I was expecting her to, be a big personality in the women's division because you need personalities as well as wrestlers. As well as people that can do both. So, she's somebody that you can play with on both sides of the heel or babyface side. So, I, like I said, I didn't expect him, just like, and, no disrespect to the Darby Allin fans, but I don't expect him to put on 5-star matches like that. Like, he's a daredevil, he kills himself. Sometimes it works like that, and sometimes it falls flat. So,
I mean, he does put on pretty good matches, but I get that Sriracha.
Depending on who's he's in the ring with.
True, because otherwise it's just him getting killed. But
because Kenny can put on a match with a damn broom and make it look good.
That's true, but that's because Darby needs to put on some weight. He wants to be a skater so bad. He wants to be a skater so bad. So
Darby's 5'4", 5'5".
Yes, he can. He can put on some more muscles. Look at John Silver. John Silver is like 5 feet and he's all muscle.
But he don't have to. Like, that's the reason why everybody's supposed to be different and stuff like that. Like, that's why he does those daredevil kill moves, because he has to with that body weight. Exactly. He can't pick nobody up. But that's the whole aura of Darby Allin. I'm so, like, I'm small, undervalued, underrated, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to go like a, maniac to win this match. That's his whole aura.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like every time you're going to see a Darby match and you look at the person he's going up against, if that person is over 200 pounds, he's getting killed. Like, it's just, and it's just going to be him bombing himself into everybody's body. But like you said, he does deliver on some matches. Well, he delivers on all his matches, but some of his matches do turn out to be 5-star matches because he's well matched up. But when he went up against Samoa Joe, come on. When he went up against Miro, come on. Like,
but that's the realism of it. Because you don't expect somebody his size to beat these guys. And most of the time, he doesn't. But he'll catch that one good one where he'll get it over on them. Mm-hmm, so that's the whole, or like, that's the reason why, like, I really like, the booking of him. Because they go, look, we know he's small. We know he's not going to sit up here and powerbomb and suplex Wardlow, but he's so determined to win that he will kill himself.
He will kill himself
to try to win. And that's the aura and why Darby has that huge following, is because there's a bunch of people that feel like they may not have the assets to get certain levels, and they have to go extra harder to get to those levels because they don't have those assets.
That's true. That's true. You make good points. Anna That's that's her favorite wrestler, Darby.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
I
not
know
my
a few
favorite
people
wrestler.
that's he's not mine either. Just like I'm not a big fan of Orange Cassidy, but he has a huge following.
He has a huge following. That's Marcus's favorite.
Yeah.
So Darby
No,
is
Marcus's favorite is Abaddon. That man can't stop posting about that woman.
well, yes, he loves Abaddon, but he also loves, like, as far as the guys go, Darby, Orange Cassidy's his favorite. Darby is going to have a short career. Darby is going to have a short career because even he's said it. He's only wrestling for 5 more years. He can't have a long career with how he wrestles. He's gonna
depending. I mean, who knows?
He's gonna do a coffin drop at one point and shatter in pieces.
I mean, but Jeff made it to 40.
Even Anna admits it's true.
I mean, I would say this. If he gets to the point where he goes, I do want to stay in wrestling and I might have to alter some things, you're going to probably see like a character switch out of him. Because, but if he's determined on this road, then yeah, you probably won't make it another 5 years. It'll be, but at the same time, he's not wrestling as much as people in, other companies. He's only wrestling like once a week, if not once every 2 weeks half the time.
True. But when he has the belt, for example, he goes hard. He goes week after week. So he is a fighting champion. And that's why I respect Darby. Because every time he's had the TNT belt, he has wrestled a lot of people. He has not sat on his ass week in, week out. Crazy matches.
But he only lasts about 2 to 4 2 months, like I'll say a month to 2 months at best with those matches, because then you see once he loses the title, he gets pushed out of the picture to kind of go recover.
I mean, true, but he also had a nice long run, especially when Sting first showed up, where he didn't have a belt and he was just wrestling all the time. But
then that body started hurting. He said, "Oh, let me stay home real quick."
He said, "Wait, I'm bleeding internally." But yeah, so Ruby Soho, I don't know. Right now she has green hair. So this is not a very recent picture, but the whole thing going on with her is that she can't decide whether she wants to be on their side or her side. And so that's Britt Baker, for y'all who don't know who that is. Shame on you if you don't know who that is. But yeah, so that we actually started today's show with the main event. So we're not covering that again. But yeah, it was a lackluster main event for me. I was happy as hell though that it was a women main eventing, and Tony Khan should definitely visit that more often, but maybe think out what match, because
let me ask you something. So is it that we're thinking that this is more worse than it really is because we don't see it as often? Because there's been some really bad men's main events, but because that happens more often than the women, are we looking at it more judgy?
I'm looking at it judgy because I'm not a huge Ruby Soho fan, and I don't like.
No, I'm just talking about women, like the women's segment in general.
Oh, the women's segment in general. So here's the thing with the women's segment in general. As I wear my Thunder Rosa shirt, and I saw a comment from Courtney that said that Thunder Rosa is back, but she's doing commentary only. I heard on one of her vlogs that she was coming back, but in a different role. So I didn't know what it is or what it was or what it was. I'm going to ask somebody that I know about it and see.
You think that injury was real?
I do think that in some shape or form she was injured. I don't know if she was injured for a long period of time, it was so serious or whatever the case may be, but I do think there's some sort of injury there. I would be very hurt if I found out.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? Athena kind of took her place.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Athena is doing what Thunder Rosa should have been doing on AEW. And I really hope that it, and I hate to say that, I really hope that it's because of an injury and not that was a lie, because how I feel about Thunder Rosa. So,
how Britt Baker feels about Thunder Rosa.
Well, yes, of course. We all know. we all know there's some heat there, which is kind of sad because they gave us such amazing matches. So that really sucks. But anyway.
But then maybe that's why.
I mean, true. But when I feel like if you wrestle somebody and you give an amazing match, but is you doing it with somebody that you don't trust, it might not be as good.
Tell that to Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels.
Look at what happened with Thunder Rosa and what's her face? Ivelisse. See what I'm saying? Like it just really
Ivelisse was different. I mean, I don't know. Like that was some thing between them, and I have absolutely no idea what it is. All I keep knowing is somehow Ivelisse gets fired from every place she's at.
Yeah, that's her. That's her bag.
Yeah, at some point I would say, okay, maybe it was a coincidence once, twice, maybe somebody had something against you, but every place?
Yeah. Every place you go to, you get fired from. That's on you, girlfriend. And she tried to like when the whole sandbagging thing was happening with Thunder Rosa and Marina Shafir. And I'm sitting here like anybody is going to sandbag Marina Shafir because she sucks. I'm sorry. She does.
I don't think she sucks. Yeah, go ahead. Why are you doing the Mr. Potato Eyes? Miss Potato Eyes?
Because that's a shock that you would say something like that. Have you seen her wrestle or do you close your eyes?
Yes. No, I've seen her wrestle. I know what she's trying to do. Well, it's just not it's just not resonating with the wrestling audience because she comes from an MMA background. So she's trying to use these MMA moves that actually hurt. But they don't look impressive when you look in a professional wrestling ring. Yeah, so if you're talking about like, for instance, the hip check she does, that hurts. Like if you hip check somebody like that, you could literally, especially break somebody's ribs if they go low enough. But in a wrestling ring, it looks weird. It looks like so. She
needs somebody to direct her because whatever it is that she's doing is not working. Period. Not working. I skipped. It sucks because sometimes she's up against people I like and I skip the match. Like on Dark and stuff like that. If I'm watching it or happen to be seeing her, I just can't. I can't sit through one of her matches. She's not very engaging with the crowd. She doesn't really have a personality. And then on top of all that, her wrestling sucks. I mean, you got to give me one at least. At least Ruby Soho is like entertaining and has her character. What I don't like about her is her in-ring style. You know what I'm saying? So with Marina Shafir, there's just nothing. Like there's nothing at all for me. Nada.
I think that when she was doing that promo that half landed, it was like I remember she was dressed up in like this white sundress with this white hat on. And I was like, that's an interesting look for her. I was like, maybe if she like played into like a different character, maybe and definitely change the move set. Because you can still like Jade has a minimum, like Jade doesn't have a whole lot of moves, but each one of them, works for her and looks impressive.
Yes.
I don't think she's a lost cause.
The whole room agrees with me. The whole room.
Of course they do. Look. I'm not saying that any of you are wrong in your opinion. I am saying that she has the potential to be greater if put in that direction. That's just depending on, because I mean, I know her husband is Roddy Strong, but he's boring to watch to me. So she needs to be around somebody that's going to teach her some more dynamic shit. I don't know. Her husband sucks.
Marina, fantastic hat, terrible wrestler. Sunny, she's a lost cause. That's coming from Blackheart. I have to put this up again. I agree with you.
And it's a U, man. It's a U, not an O.
Hit that like, y'all. Hit that like.
It's like, hey, Sonny. Like, it's a U, not an O. Like, it's not Grandpa. Hey, Sonny.
Sunny like
the sun. Like the sun.
She said, how can you be married to Roderick Strong and not be great? Lost cause. He put Sunny, tomatoes.
Hey, yo, you know what's just the difference of a letter, Chuck? Yo, you know how your finger go here? Just push it over here next time. So
the O and the U are one letter apart. But anyhow,
yeah, man.
So we got a little off track, but this is how it started. It was a 4-way. So it was Billy Gunn, Orange Cassidy, The Acclaimed, and they took on Jeff Jarrett, Rip Jerry Jarrett, who happens to be Jeff Jarrett's dad. And it was Jeff Jarrett, Sanjay Dutt, Satnam Singh, and Jay Lethal. Now, Satnam Singh needs to never wrestle. Sorry. I don't know. I understand that Tony Khan's trying to reach the other side or whatever, but that was not good. And I just talked about
he had a better match before.
Satnam Singh is just not. Oh my God.
I think that certain people is with certain looks is certain like that. Just I don't know if it rubs people the wrong way or whatever, but like to me, I'd rather watch him wrestle than Braun Strowman. So I mean, I don't know if that's a high bar. So I don't know.
But wrestle, like even his clotheslines, which is what I'm thinking. You got clotheslines, you have chokeholds, and they look weak. Like
well, he's a big dude. Like if he clubs you, he might knock your damn head off.
I mean, you still got to make it look like you coming at them. I can't see you fucking projecting this shit from a mile away. Like, oh, he coming with a clothesline. He all the way on the other side of the ring. He coming from all the way on the other side of the ring.
But he's also he's green. But here's the difference though.
Yeah.
If you put Jade and you put him right next to each other, right? When Jade was green, we all said, oh, she needs more reps. She's green. She's bad in the ring, but she's going to be a star. Why? Because when you saw her, you said star. When you looked at her, right? You look at him and you go, and because his wrestling is not great, you're like, oh, get him out of here.
This is what I believe. No Neck Montone got it on the money. He moves like his bones hurt. He can barely walk. Why is he in the ring? And Blackheart says Singh versus Amos would be the reigning shit.
Look. My thing. Look. Now I do think. Here's my thing. I'm not a huge champion of the dude, but I do think that they need big men. I do think that Big Bill can be a definite huge monster heel for them.
But he wrestles.
Huh?
Big Bill can wrestle.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, I'm just saying they need more than one monster heel, and with Lance Archer not in there right now, you got to have more than one just big monster, like 7-foot monster, and they got two right there. Now, if Satnam gets his wrestling together, okay, cool, and if somebody else comes in that's better that can replace him, then cool too. But it's really depending on, like, he's green, so.
Yeah. I mean, he is green, but I don't know if they can do anything with him because it's true what T says. He looks like he's hurting every time he walks. So how's he going to be able to do anything and wrestle? I don't think that man's going to be able to take a bump.
No, he took one.
Outside the ring, but he landed kind of like on his feet.
No. Billy Gunn did the famouser on him.
Oh, yeah. But that was face. I don't think he can land on his back and get back up. His spine looked weak.
Go tell that to him. You go tell him your spine is weak, see if you don't throw your ass somewhere.
Of course he could throw me. I reach his knee.
Exactly. You kick your ass like a little chihuahua ass out of here.
Hey, down here, you suck.
Oh man, you better hope you don't punch your ass.
Legs. You won't be able to catch me.
Nah, you better hope you don't punch your ass over the fence. All of a sudden, you just see a squish air going, woo! Like,
oh shit, it's Gabby. Hey, Gabby. Hola. Hey guys, if y'all in the room, hit that like button. So that was the main event. Obviously, the Acclaimed won. We had some promos in between. Bryan Danielson came out and was like, hey, MJF, guess what? I'm the fucking boogeyman.
Wait, you skipped over something.
No, we're going to go back. I want to put this all together because I have something that I want to ask regarding this. So,
okay.
Yeah, so Bryan Danielson came out and he did his promo. Then later on in the evening, MJF came out and did his promo. My question is, because there's rumors, does this guy show up at some point during Revolution for that 1 hour iron match, or like after it's over, or in any capacity regarding the AEW world title or at all? Where did Sonny go?
I'm a ghost. No, sorry, I had to do it.
I took the screen down and you weren't there.
Teleportation.
It's so funny. That's so funny. So what do you think?
Right. Well, see, I like this character. Like, I like where Bryan Danielson is right now. Like, he looks like the most dangerous he has been since when he first entered, talking about he's going to kick everybody's head off. And so now he's like showing people like he's this master wrestler, and he looks like this grizzled wrestler. Yeah. that will just like grind you into submission. Like, so I think that I don't know, in this match between him and MJF, this match is either going to have Bryan win, or this match is to show that MJF is tough. Like, or I mean, you're probably going to get a sneaky win, of course.
Yeah. If MJF retains, do you think he's retaining, or do you think that Danielson is actually going to take it?
How long has MJF had the title thus far?
By Revolution, 2 months.
3 months is a good turnaround.
So here's my complaint about MJF. He's had about 2-3 title defenses, maybe, but like 227,000 promos.
But even when AEW first started, he never wrestled a lot.
He didn't. And I thought he was going to defend his belt more, though.
No, and I think this is the get everybody hot and pissed and have that grand overcoming the sleazeball, you know. And so I thought personally they would have did that with Ricky Starks. I mean, but it was too early when they set that up, so I knew that wasn't going to happen then. Mm-hmm. You know, and now they got him with Jericho, so I don't think that's going to happen. If he beats Bryan, I still think that they'll probably loop Ricky back over to him because Ricky's on his way up.
Yeah. Clearly, hopefully they don't botch that.
Yeah. If he loses to Bryan Danielson, then it's going to be trying to get back at Bryan Danielson for a bit.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay, so Cactus thinks MJF retains within Cult of Personality hits.
I need that.
That's what I was thinking, but I agree with, Courtney and Blackheart that Punk can stay off my TV. And the reason why, I mean, I appreciate everybody that followed him prior to AEW. When you follow somebody and they're in their prime and they're doing amazing, and they're making names for themselves, and you become a fan, sometimes you're a fan for life no matter what they do later on in life, right? But I didn't meet CM Punk until AEW. So I only got the AEW CM Punk. And he ain't much of anything because he couldn't even defend both title holds, not even once. He broke and shattered like Mr. Glassman, and I just don't need it. I don't think he's made a big difference in anything.
He did.
And maybe at the beginning. At first.
No, he was still bringing in big numbers, and he put on some really great matches. Did he you got people there that have been there. Okay, so when has what's my man name? Man from South Africa, do your favorite little shimmy. When he ever put on a 5-star? And Helico, when he ever put on something that made you go, nah, never.
Why are we talking about Helico though?
Because he ain't really been injured. No, because he ain't really been injured, but he's been around and he's been doing, but he ain't had a fragment of the impact that CM Punk has had. A fragment.
Cactus says he hasn't been emotionally invested in AEW since Punk left, so he wants him to return.
See, the thing about CM Punk is you're either going to really like him or you're going to really hate him. There is no in between with CM Punk. So I understand how his brashness and the way he say shit and the way he acts sometimes can make people go, I can't fuck with this. Like this is could be annoying. This could be preachy, whiny, whatever the hell. And then there's for other people like myself that just like people that tell it the way they feel. Like, damn how y'all take it. Y'all can hate me for what I feel, but I'm gonna just speak my piece, and it is what it is. Because I'm one of those people, So, like I said, it's a hit or miss. There's no in between.
Yeah. So the thing with CM Punk was I was very neutral with him, and I sort of still kind of am. Like I was always, if he's there, fine. If he's not, don't care. After the media scrum, I lost some respect for him because I'm like, I get that you need to let people know, but that was not the right time. And I know this is past and this is history, but just to state where I changed a little bit, that was where it happened. I was like, ooh, you shit on the company that is feeding you right in front of the boss. Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, that is so unprofessional. That went past a fucking shoot, a pipe bomb, and all of that
But
shit.
you know what, though? The reason I'm always about forgiving people's mistakes. As long as you ain't making the same one over and over and over again. But I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm better than that. I'm not going to sit here and act like I ain't go off on my boss back in the day and, walk up out of that motherfucker. Like, I'm not going to sit here and act like I didn't go off on some people back in the day or I didn't say things at the right time. I didn't raise my hand in meetings and said some that was like, wrong time, wrong.
Yeah, the same.
What I'm saying? And so because I'm so on what I'm, if I'm thinking about it, I need to talk about this. I'm gonna say this now. Damn, how y'all feel about it? And some people can't get with that.
You know what? It's like you said, the masses are split. You either want him to come back or you don't at this point. And in the beginning, I was super neutral with it. When the media scrum happened, so like while he was there, I was super neutral with it. When the media scrum happened, and I'm like, hold on, you fucking injured, you shitting on the fucking company, you've held the belt twice, you've had no defenses of your belts. You know what? If you don't come back, better don't come back.
But I'm gonna tell you this though. The one feud that can probably go neck and neck with what WWE is doing with Roman and Cody and Sammy right now is CM Punk the Elite.
Yeah.
You have them against each other. You bring back Punk and him terrorizing the Elite.
I mean, it's all gonna. If he's coming back this year. Because his injury was about a 6-month, I think, thing.
No, 8 months.
Oh, 8 months. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he'll be coming back this year, regardless, right?
Yeah.
If he's coming back, it's going to be this year. So we will see. We will see.
But the more, look, you got Cody talking about him. You had people in WWE talking about, Seth talking about him. Like, his name is ringing enough bells for his name to travel across companies. And that means his value is high.
Yeah, he's been.
Man, and like I said, you do programming with him, the way he talks, that shit is going through the roof. He's
like, you want some of these muffins, Tony Khan? After I done stuck my finger in every single one of them and shit on.
But he bought them.
Blackheart is done. Blackheart is done with AEW. If CM.
All right, well, it was nice talking with you about AEW. I'll catch you later. I need him to come back. Look, here's my thing. He imagine sitting there talking shit while you eating a muffin. Yo, that's wild.
In a muffin, he wasn't eating the muffin. He was decimating the muffins. He was picking at it and throwing shit down and wiping his hand on the table and opening up cans of soda and sipping them. He was
imagine, I'm sitting up. It was almost like he was Riley on the Boondocks in that fuck you moment. Like, Fuck you. Fuck the fight you came in on. Fuck
yes, yes. And he had blood dripping, like he had blood on his face.
Best shit ever.
Wow. And I have occasionally watched that media scrum because I just cannot believe he got big cojones. But anyway,
it was amazing. See, and you still want to watch because of the craziness.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy, but it is not good for the company. But anyway,
no, I think so.
Listen, this is what happens when we have a long time we don't do a show. We get
yes. I want old man Punk to come back.
Oh Lord. Anyway, we had a tornado tag match that started before the bell rang between Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli versus Preston Vance and Roosh. And I think Roosh right now is enjoying the stardom that Andrade El Idolo would have had if he would have had shit on the company as well.
No, you know what? That's what I put that in a tweet. I said that Roosh is what Andrade should have been.
Yeah, I did see that tweet, and you are absolutely right. And you know what? Roosh is doing the right thing. Roosh got an opportunity, and he said, "Oh, I'm not the second man in this group anymore. I'm the man in charge." Okay.
Now that's somebody I did lose respect for. I was a huge Andrade fan. I thought that he was underutilized until they finally pulled the trigger on him in NXT. I thought he was hella underutilized on the main roster. And when he came over here, like I was like super Andrade fan. And then it was like once all the bullshit happened with Vince McMahon stepping down, and like Triple H going there and him trying to find ways to get fired, and I was like, dude.
Yes, and then he goes for the easiest target because everybody was hating on Sammy at the time, and really like some real hate on Sammy, and he figured I'll just take this opportunity and fuck up the one guy that everybody hates right now, so nobody's gonna like look down on me. And I'll get fired and I'll get to WWE, but it didn't work that way.
Courtney, the company's not going down for one man.
No.
But no, it's like Andrade, like I don't know what he was thinking. Like maybe going after Sammy, maybe he thought that if he got fired, but he went after Sammy, people would still fuck with him. But
yes,
it's like, dude,
on Sammy.
Yeah, but dude, it's like you kind of fucked your name up. Like the only thing that you could probably go now is like AAA and you'd be well received. But you think going back to WWE at this point, like they're just gonna push you to the top? No, they're gonna put your ass right back where you was, if not back in the catering, and you're not gonna be shit. You think that because you think you married Charlotte and your ass was gonna get a catapult? Get the hell out of here.
So here's the thing I have like with the wrestlers that tried to leave AEW when they saw that Vince McMahon stepped down. I'm like, okay, you have a right to go wherever you want. But when you were out of work, when WWE fired your ass, AEW scooped you up and gave you a job. And
that's another reason why I don't like Bobby Fish either.
Right. So disrespectful. Like, how can you, okay, maybe you don't like Tony Khan. Maybe that experience wasn't the best. Maybe you really do want to leave. But when you didn't have a job and WWE said, fuck you, get out, Tony Khan said, hey, you want a job? Come over here, right? And you just shit on that opportunity that you were given because you thought, oh, now that the coast is clear, I can get the fuck out of here. Forget what this company did for me. Forget that they employed me while I had nothing. So that is where I lose respect for like him. And I lost a little respect for Malachi and, from Buddy Matthews because they were trying to leave. They just did it in a more professional way. Like they try to do it, off screen without shitting on the company and all that other stuff, So it really bothered me when I was seeing like all these people that had gotten handouts basically because now you got nowhere to wrestle. That matters, right? Like for them, because you can't go from WWE. I think you can't go from WWE to the Indies. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's
you can go from WWE to the Indies.
You can, but if you are that kind of person that you're looking for a star caliber type of wrestling career, you have to go to the next big company, right? Which is AEW. And
not
so
if your value's not high. So, like, for instance, Big Cass or Big Bill, when he was in WWE, when with Enzo, yeah, he was in a hot tag team, but that was mainly because of Enzo. He was just the big dude there. Nobody really gave a damn about Cass. When he left, and after he went through his little issues and stuff, and came back to TNA and was ripped to shreds, and looks like a monster now, and looks like he's healthy and focused, and like now he could come back to that big company and be something now over some time now. But he started off in WWE and he wasn't shit.
Okay, well, I'm not like 1,000,000% into the indies like that, so you would know better than me. Plus, I was gone for a while.
Like even Zack Ryder. God damn, what's his name now? Yo, y'all tell me in the comments.
Well, Cardona.
Yeah, Cardona. Matt Cardona. Like, he's bigger than he was as Zack Ryder, and he was big as Zack Ryder at a time, but he was always but never being pushed and underutilized.
He was trying to get
to the indies. Yeah, he has that feud with damn, I just had his name in my head. Nick Gage.
Oh, right. He did have that feud.
Now Matt Cardona, the biggest.
Mm-hmm. He was trying to get the whatchamacallit for the Zack Ryder name. He was trying to get the trademark for it, and WWE was like, hell no. Anyway, we got to move it along because we got like 20 minutes left and we're not even halfway through. So Wardlow's coming back for the TNT belt. Does he get it? Yes or no?
I would like to say no.
I'm gonna say yes. He's gonna.
I'm gonna say he will. I'm gonna say he's gonna get it, but I wish that he wouldn't. Not yet. It's too quick. Like, Joe just won it back.
Yeah, but I think the reason that Joe put it to Darby, and the reason why Wardlow initially lost it to Joe, and then it went to Darby, and now it's back in Joe's hand, is because the storyline changed because I believe Wardlow was injured. And so it was always meant for Wardlow to have the TNT belt and go through some storylines. And that's why I feel he's getting it back to finish whatever the hell it was that he was initially supposed to do before he got injured. And it makes sense to get it from Samoa Joe. Hi, Kyle. Congratulations on getting engaged again. Somebody's going to get hitched. So, but anyway, this was nice to see. Mark Briscoe is all elite. Sussex coach chicken. What happened, Sonny? You breaking up. You breaking up, Sonny. I can't hear you. You froze. I think we lost Sonny. Y'all. Yeah, we lost Sonny. I'm going to wait till he comes back, but we're moving it along.
Wait, you lost me?
Yeah, you lost. I lost you. You froze. Is anybody else seeing Sonny frozen? Blackheart is so wrong. You forgot to pay your Wi-Fi bill. Dominican Lou said you're in the phantom zone. No neck bone tone.
Oh, so it's just me?
Yeah, it's you. Kyle shouted out his business himself on Twitter. Okay, boo-boo. Okay, boo-boo. He made it public. Yeah, so
wait, so you can see me now though. I'm good.
It says you frozen, like you'll move. I can hear you laugh, but your voice sometimes sounds computerized. You're kind of like moving like a robot. Like first you're here, then you're here. So, yeah.
Wait, am I good now?
Yes. Okay. Don't freeze. Like, make sure you're doing something because I can't tell if you're frozen or not. Blink. No. Okay.
Yeah.
You're like going in and out. You're going in and out. But anyway,
Dang.
Mark Briscoe is all elite now. He was signed to Ring of Honor for the longest, almost his whole career with his brother. And now that, his brother has passed and all the drama has passed and they're able to actually be in AEW, which I think is bittersweet. He is now all elite. We lost Sonny. I'll pop him back in when he comes back. But he went up against Josh Woods and he beat him. So good on that. Good on that. Adam Cole. Here we go. Let's try this again. Hello.
All right, am I good now?
Yes. Welcome back. Welcome back, sir. I had an Adam Cole picture, but I don't know where it went. So Adam Cole, baby, he dropped a promo with Renee. He wants, I think he's actually still unable to wrestle. Like he's not cleared to wrestle, but he's cleared to
he's definitely not clear. I can tell.
Yeah, because he pretended that he was cleared, or he kept saying that he's cleared, but he just keeps saying when he's ready, when he comes in. So I think he just got cleared to be at AEW, but he is not cleared to do physical stuff yet. So when that happens,
wait, why would he just be cleared to come? Why would he just cleared to come back to AEW? He can walk in the building, can't he?
Well, when he was, if you listen to some of the things that he has said and some of the things that Britt Baker has said about his particular concussion injury, there were times where he couldn't even leave the house. Like he was bad, like throwing up, nauseous, dizzy. His right eye had like vision loss or something like that. So that
that's what you mean.
Yeah. So now that that is normalized, he can come into the office, but he's not allowed to physically do stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. So they're working a storyline for him, but he's not. Yeah. See, he's just not clear to be in the ring.
The whole time he was doing that interview, I was going, every time in my head, I kept going, damn, this would suck if he can never come back.
Yeah, that would suck. But I think that he will eventually come back, which is great. So anyway, what are we looking at? Oh, MJF gave Christopher Daniel a low blow. That was because Christopher Daniel slapped him. He tried to pay Christopher Daniel he tried to pay off Christopher Danielson so that his match with Bryan Danielson wouldn't happen. But that didn't work out.
I imagine you trying to go through like the little balls to try to get through the sentence. Because he was just like Christopher Danielson.
My tongue was not working. I was not getting that out. Anyway, Jungle Boy Jack Perry went up against the Machine, Brian Cage. And although I think Brian Cage should have won just on aesthetics alone, Jack Perry did win, which set up this guy coming back. So Christian Cage is back. He's not injured anymore. He sprayed something in Jungle Boy's eyes after the match. Of course, yeah, right. Supposedly, Dique, that means supposedly in Spanish, and then gave him the kill switch. So that happened. Let's see what else. Oh, the Gun Club, the new tag champs. I don't know what happened to my picture. They like fucking disappeared from my thing. So the Gun Club is going into a fatal 4-way for the titles at Revolution, and the Acclaimed is one of the 4 teams. I think, you tell me who you think the other 2 teams are going to be, but I think it's FTR and maybe Top Flight, but don't know. What do you think?
Probably, yeah, either FTR or Lucha Bros. I don't know. The funny thing is the tag team division has been kind of quiet.
Because the trios division is picking up.
Yeah.
It's like Tone said to me, AW works like in seasons. Like sometimes they're just focused on the singles, sometimes they're focused on the tags, and now they're focusing on the trios. So we're getting a lot of trio stuff right now. Yes, we must make note that Jungle Boy Jack Perry's little ass picked up Brian Cage. Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm.
He Death Valley drived him. Top Flight are going after the trios titles with AR Fox.
I think it would be, after, well, shoot. I mean, because what's the name? The Elite went after that little 7 Series shit, and then
and then won it.
Didn't they only defend it against Top Flight and AR Fox?
I want to say no. I want to say they've had other defenses. I'm pretty sure they've had other defenses. We gotta really. Why can't I recall anybody in the chat, if y'all can recall the defenses that the Elite has had? It's not a lot because they just got it, but I feel like I saw them go up against. Maybe that was the whole Lucha Bro series that I'm thinking about, because that was long.
Yeah, because that was it.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
I don't think that they're gonna lose them titles anytime soon.
Oh no, I don't think so. Not the trios titles. That's not going anywhere right now. Oh, that was their first defense. Okay, thank you, Kyle. All right.
Because the moment that they lose those titles, Kenny's going for that world title again.
I don't think he should get it because I think the roster is too bloated to not give somebody else an opportunity to hold a championship belt.
With what Kenny just did this year, people
I know. I know, but he is holding a belt currently, so we'll see. The belt that I don't think Kenny will ever hold is the TNT belt.
I think he will one of them days. Like it's kind of like I look at it as like John Cena. John Cena skipped over the US pretty much, or no, I think he might have had it, but he was just championship, and then like towards the ending of his joint, or when he just started going into like wrestle mode, he picked up that US joint and started doing the US Open Challenge. I could see Kenny doing something similar to that of just, look, I'm the best wrestler in the world. This title is about who can be the best wrestler on a consistent basis. Mm-hmm. Let's get it.
I mean, he has the IWGP belt, right?
Yeah.
Didn't he win that from Ospreay? He did. He won that from Will Ospreay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
no, didn't. Yeah, you're right. I think so.
Yes, yeah. I saw that. That was crazy.
I saw them. That match is ridiculous.
Kenny Omega, Jesus Christ. So Dominican Lou asked Courtney, I have to put this up. Is there anything you like on AEW? Laugh my ass off, Jesus Christ. And she put the weed tray. What does that mean?
Hey, she hates AEW that much?
She used to love it, but I don't know what happened. But anyway, Moxley is done with Hangman. He says, you ain't getting another match. No, sir. Ain't happening. You got pinned. Your ass got pinned. You lost. But Hangman wasn't having it. Whatever's left of the Dark Order came out, which is just Evil Uno, John Silver, and Alex Reynolds.
That group needs to just die at this point.
It is dying. This is it. There's 3 people left from like 8 people. And Uno slapped John Moxley because, he was mad for his friend, Hangman Adam Page. And basically what all of this came down to was a Texas death match at Revolution. So we are getting part 4 of the Moxley versus Hangman Adam Page feud. I'm all for it because all of the matches have been really good between Page.
Isn't it wild that the Dark Order used to be the hottest group in the entire company, and now they're like at the Trust Busters level? Like they dropped off like a motherfucker.
They did.
Like
once
everybody started leaving. Yeah. Well, I don't know. They were still hot. But
once Brody Lee died, they lost the seriousness, and it just slowly went down. They took Anna Jay out of there. They didn't even make a story about it. Preston Vance left. I mean, it's crazy. He's with Roosh. I mean, and then people left. Alan Angels is gone. His contract didn't get renewed. And same thing with Stu Grayson, which I thought was crazy. But anyway, the weed tray that she was talking about was Blackheart's weed tray on the show. She despises AEW. Wow. But it is what it is. It's cool.
Very interesting to be an AEW pod listening.
Oh, it's because she's supporting.
Oh, well, she gotcha. Look, a lot of weird.
Courtney's been here since day one. Courtney's been supporting me since day one. So Courtney is your girl.
I was about to say that's like me entering a death metal podcast and just be like, you know what? I hate this shit, but keep talking.
Think about it though. Think about it. That's love because she don't even like the product, and she's in here. So Courtney, love you. All right. So yes. So the JAS, the Jericho Appreciation Society, or as I used to call them, the Jericho Asset Society, they are not allowing Ricky Starks to get another match, but he will. I just don't know what capacity he wants to get his hands around.
Why?
I don't know.
Here's my thing. Ricky just went from a program where he was high up to this where he's fighting to beat Chris Jericho again. You already beat him once. Why do you care this hard to beat him again?
He wants to beat him again. They're working up a storyline for Ricky, and maybe people feel like him going against Jericho is old and washed up, but the thing is that when Jericho is there, people are paying attention. And so Jericho has a way of elevating people. Like, I really didn't give a fuck about Daniel Garcia until he joined the Jericho Society. And all of a sudden, he started getting amazing matches and his storyline got better. And you know what I'm saying? So Jericho is there to do exactly what he said, to elevate talent. And he's been doing it really well. And
I think that oh, my bad, go ahead.
I was just say that's what's going to happen with Ricky when Ricky eventually gets that match against him again and beats him. So
I think that there's sometimes where you have like a player that is at the top, but you need something for them to do while the other top stuff is going on before you could put them back in that position to go for it again. And I think this is just probably one of those things of like, okay, we're going to keep Ricky on TV. We're going to keep letting y'all see him and, keep the support up, because if you disappear for a minute, your momentum is going to drop.
Yeah. And they can't
like right now, everybody's just begging Miro to just come back, dude. Like
where is he? All right. I've been asking that question. I'm like, why the fuck is Miro not back? Kip Sabian came back and he's not back. And I thought they were gonna eventually have it again, because the way that it all ended before Kip Sabian went and was injured was when Miro broke him in the locker room. Remember? Busted him up. That was the last time they have collided, because then Kip Sabian went away on injury and then he started coming back, but Miro was already out. Like, Miro wasn't on screen. So I was like, what the fuck? I don't know what's going to happen with that.
You know what's wild about that is when they first were together, when he was super bad.
Yes.
It was horrible together, right? But I think right now, with both of their characters, they would be perfect together at this point now.
Yeah, so they need to do something. I feel Miro needs to come back. I agree with Blackheart. I don't think they actually have plans with Miro right now. So, we'll see.
Miro's on the Indies. What show did he do?
I don't know. But I knew he was filming. So that is correct. He was filming something. I don't know if he's done with that or what. But he made a comment that he's been ready to come back. And
oh, yeah. See, but that's the other thing that pisses me off about Andrade, is Andrade being on that interview talking about, I'm making great money. I work less dates. I got more control. I just, I just want to do more. But then you pull this bull. It's like, dude, you literally just said you have it better in every fucking way possible.
Okay.
Yet you're just not champion right now. Like,
You know what? Andrade thought he knew what he wanted until he didn't. And that's it. Now he has to sit there and sit in his own bed that he made. Like you, I was really feeling Andrade. The Andrade versus Pac matches were amazing. And I was looking forward to what he was going to bring, especially with this new group with Rush and the Ingobernables and all this stuff. And now it all went to shit because of Andrade. So screw him.
Yeah.
The FTW champ Hook is suspended. Stokely Hathaway is fucking hilarious. He had a cast on and he told Tony Schiavone, "Look at me. I'm a freak of nature."
Isn't Angela Davis dead?
I don't know, but he did say he was calling all these attorneys. So
yeah, he's like Angela Davis. I'm like, Angela Davis.
Yeah, he calling ghosts.
I'm gonna do a double check because I gotta the moment he said Angela Davis, I said Davis, like.
Well, you starting to come in and out again. You starting to come in and out again, so we're gonna have to jump right into it's time.
No, she's still alive. Never mind. I take that back.
You froze.
She's still alive.
No freezing.
Froze?
Freezing. Yeah, you're frozen. I can hear you, but you're moving like a robot. All right. I can see you now.
Everything is fine on this end. I think that it has to be StreamYard today. Because I got full connection.
Yeah, me too. So I don't know what the hell's going on. My StreamYard is down. It gives me like a little pop-up. No Neckbone Song says she's alive. Angela Davis is alive. So yeah. All right, y'all. It is time for the hot seat. And yes, you're gonna be nice and big like that, so everybody can see.
Well, it might be the cold seat if I freeze again.
See, Lou knows you were trying to get out of the hot seat. All right, he ate your questions for the hot seat last time, so now you got a new one.
Wait a minute, me afraid of the hot seat? Have you not heard my answers? Me. They are quick.
Listen, we'll see how you respond. Ready? Would you rather
freeze?
Stick your hand in boiling water for 3 seconds, or stick your hand in a pool of piranha for 30 seconds?
Boiling for 3 seconds.
Oh, damn. Have you ever burnt your hand while cooking?
Yes. But if piranhas are going to rip my shit apart, like I'm going to come back and I'm going to have nothing but bone on my damn shit, or I'm going to have a scar on my hand. Like, get the hell out of here. No.
He said, I'll keep my burnt hand.
Hell yeah, man. I will turn that joint to like the little hand on the Scary Movie 2.
Courtney acting like she don't know what how the hot seat works. She said neither. You got to pick one. Of course you don't. Everybody
likes to disrupt things.
I agree with you too. I just wanted to see if you would go for the piranha.
No.
Would you rather share a straw with a stranger or share a fork with a stranger?
That's the same thing.
Not really.
I'm gonna say fork because you can't backwash.
But you can get their leftovers that they left on the floor.
Yeah, but I could always take a napkin and go bow. If they backwash into the drink, it's in there. I can't pick it out of the drink. Like, you're not gonna fuck my drink up. Like, if you take my fork, you go and pick and boo that. I go and take a napkin, swipe that fork, and then pop it and boom, like there. You backwash back in there. You got mouth juice all up in your shit. I don't want mouth juice in my drink. Really? I gotta have musty mouth juice in my damn drink?
Y'all
no.
Nasty. People, make sure y'all jump into the Four Corners of Commentary podcast at 8:45. They're gonna be talking about hood classic movies.
Oh man, you better invite me one day, boy. Like, sure, I know all the hood classics, man.
So the room was unanimous. Thank you, Kyle, for showing up. Congrats again. The room was unanimous.
First of all, I don't eat meat, so Joe ain't gonna have no chicken floating in my drink. I don't like if you eating off of my food, it's vegetarian only, vegan really. So
you can't wipe the inside of a straw. Okay. All right. I thought the straw was a better choice, but now you're making me rethink my
choice. I want you to think about this question. Imagine you and somebody else just woke up in the morning stank ass breath.
Oh.
You go and you both got to enjoy the apple juice.
Ew.
You take a sip.
I'm going.
You give them a sip, right? They take a sip of that shit. You get it back and you see shit floating in the fucking drink.
Ew.
You want to sip that shit now?
No, I don't. I'm going with the fork.
I rest my case.
Here's a quick one. Batman or Superman?
Superman. Batman ain't nothing but money. Superman can kill Batman in an instant.
Courtney said I shared the straw with Tone. I don't mind sharing the straw with my husband, but if it's a total stranger.
Yeah, but see, that's why I said stranger, because y'all married. Y'all do married things. So
exactly.
The hell is a straw? The hell is a straw at this point?
So Death Bunny said Batman hands down.
He wants the money.
Tone is a Batman hands down. So yeah.
It's just like, I think for me it's more like, okay, if you take Batman, he got all the dude's a billionaire. He got all the latest gadgets. I don't know how all of a sudden he became smart out of fucking nowhere, because somehow he can like do and build all these contraptions, but it's like
Courtney, what the fuck? Courtney, what the fuck? Courtney said Aquaman.
Mm-hmm. But that's because Courtney wants to put limitations on herself.
Aquaman don't got much of anything. Tone is taking Batman all day. Told you.
I'm Superman. Look, if this planet decides, guess what? If this planet decides to blow up, guess who gets to fly the hell up out of here? Who doesn't?
That's true. That's true.
Take your money. Take your money and blow up. Blow up your Batmobile.
Come get me. Oh, Tone said Court wins with Aquaman. So Aquaman it is. Unpopular opinion, Superman is overrated. That's from Death Bunny.
Oh, right. I don't like Superman at all.
You're just saying that in a survival.
Man, I'm a Marvel person, so.
Gotcha. All right, and here's the last question.
Mm-hmm.
If the future of the world rested on you to procreate and populate, because no other man can procreate anymore, would you do it and have a gazillion kids? You're the only one that can have kids now. Or would you choose to let the world just die off?
Die. Here's the problem. If I have a gazillion kids, who are my kids gonna be fucking? They related.
I mean, that's how it was back in the day. That's how it was back in the days.
But we see there was a lot of handicapped people rolling around too. All right. And so we're talking about, we need evolution, not de-evolution. Okay. So we're going to start from me and get worse. That's how we're going to do it? Like, no. We're not going to just get worse versions of Sunny. Like, no, we need elevation.
So if it's up to you,
world goes.
You wearing a condom the whole time?
Condom? No.
You just not having sex.
If the world's gonna end, man, shoot, I'm shooting up the club everywhere. But at the same time, though, I don't expect shit to survive.
You better go get a vasectomy to make sure That should
Nah. I'm gonna just let shit happen. Hey, look, if y'all want to survive, y'all better survive off these mutations.
Tone, you so nasty. He said, I'm saving the world, baby. I'm a hero. I will unleash this city in my pants. Death Bunny don't blame you.
All right, so you got hey, Daddy. How you doing, Daddy?
You're so stupid, Sonny. Lou said that's a lot of child support.
Ain't no child support. Ain't no shit. If the world gonna survive, what the government at? Shit, yeah, you created like, the government to your world. The government to your pants. I created. Bust shot.
Yo. That was so funny. Listen, this is the end of the show. But that's funny. Bro, I'm done. Not mutations.
I'm telling you, man. You're going to have a bunch of mutations. Goddamn night crawlers running around this motherfucker. You're going to be wondering why they got tails growing out their ass. Like, shit.
No Neckbone Tone said, it ain't no rules and I'm the only one left. Who said turning things into X-Men? Who talked about X-Men?
Wait, so are you saying I'm one dude in a whole population of women?
That you're the only dude that can have kids. You're not the only guy in the world, but you're the only guy that can have children.
We about to have some robot babies. Hey man, you saw Bicentennial, man. Shit,
all right. Now we turn it into androids. People, that was the show. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please, and even if you didn't, I don't care. I'm joking. I hope you enjoyed the show. Just hit that subscribe, hit that like, drop me a comment. Thank you for everybody who joined in the room. And please make sure to follow my boy right here, Sunny Midnight, at Midnight EXP17 across all platforms. And his podcast links are in the description. So make sure that you check that out. And
only took you 10 episodes.
Huh?
Only took you 10 episodes to get all that correct.
Only took me 10 episodes to get his name correct, his hashtag correct. All right, y'all. Make sure also to check out Courtney's show popping up this Saturday. They're back from their break. So make sure to tune in, y'all. All right, y'all. Thank you, everybody that was in the room. Have a good night. Good night, Sonny. Peace out.
You too.
See you later. I'm going to start doing like poses at the end because it takes like 5 seconds to sign us off. So I'm going to hit the end broadcast and then you pose.
Okay.
All right. And pose.